Guys, today we're doing an interesting video. Jurassic World minis. Yep, you heard me right. Jurassic World minis. These are all my minis, not my captives though. My captives are right in here. But I don't think that really matters, because we're talking about minis. Now, I have quite a bit of minis, so I'm going to pour them out here on the table. We are talking about mini vehicles as well. I don't have any mini humans, though. So that will not be a topic we'll be talking about. Don't mind the other junk in there. It's been through a lot. Anyway, let's hop right into it. I actually am going to do a figure that I have multiple variants of first. Let me just get all of them out. Wow, I didn't make sure I have no more. I do. Make sure I have no more. And it does not look like I have any more. Okay. We're going to be talking about Dilophosaurus. You heard me right, Dilophosaurus. Okay, here's our first one. And actually for this video, yes sir, here's the first Dilophosaurus. This one's cool. I'm gonna have to go fast, so this video is not like an hour long. He's bendy, rubbery, and pretty basic colors, where we have the same sculpted figure, same thing and everything. Just as you can see, they're different colors a little. But these aren't the only two. They're both squishy, by the way. Let me set these right here, because I also have... No, let's go with this one. This guy, who is pretty old as well. He's like kind of rubbery on the tail, legs, arms, and kind of frills. Besides that, he's pretty hard plastic. Yeah. There's no action features. Here is another Dilophosaurus. This one also doesn't have any action features, but it is very squishy. As you can see, it has more of a bright red tone. Right here at the bottom has a lighter tone. And another Dilophosaurus. Here is a pretty old one. Way different. Tail's rubbery. Legs are rubbery. Arms are rubbery. Frills are not. Yeah. It does have an action feature. Its head moves up and down. Nice, nice. And it actually has a yellowish bottom color. Very cool. I'm just going to grab from the pile randomly now, so be aware. Here we have our Triceratops. This one's cool. Rubbery as well. You know what? I'm not even going to do. I'm just going to show you them. I'm not going to do like, oh, this rubbery color. And yeah. Here we have our Triceratops. And this is supposed to be a Baryonyx, but it does look very much like a Suchomimus, if you ask me. Don't you agree? Yeah. Here we have a Stygimoloch. This one's cool. And I do have some customs in here. they are all doubles of the same figures that I already have. So I do have a custom of this guy, which is this nice green one. Yeah. Here we have Metrocanthosaurus. This guy's cool. He has a little bit of damage there to his side. Let's go with this one. This is another custom I made a long time ago, so its paint is peeling off. But it was black and white, Suchomimus. And let me show you what the original figure looked like. Right here. And I do have another Suchomimus, who is huge compared to the other guys. And my favorite Suchomimus, the blue and yellow one. Let me show you him compared to the other guy here. Such a huge difference. Okay, moving on. Here we have a Dimorphodon. This guy's cool. Another Baryonyx here, as you can see. So much pretty cool. Here we have a Stegosaurus, which I had like 3 of these guys. He also has damage on him. I believe I got that guy in 15 pack a long time ago. A Sparrow. Pretty tiny figure. I don't have too many old figures, by the way, but I have some decently old ones. Some of my stuff isn't even minis, like this is Dilophosaurus Spit. This is an arm to another dinosaur. And I'm sure there's some remains. Doesn't really matter right now. Okay. Here's our Iguanodon. This one's a bluish colored Iguanodon. Bluish gray. I don't know what color you would consider that. Personally, more of a bluish tone. Moving on. Here we have our Pentaceratops. Looking beautiful as ever. This one's really cool. It has nice tone color. It's like brown. Yeah. I like how huge his figure is too. It's pretty big. Though definitely not my biggest figure. Oh, we have another Stygimoloch who's also huge. Yeah. Here we have our little Lystrosaurus. Super tiny. One of my other tinier figures. Here we have the Irritator. Another tiny figure. Here we have our Monolophosaurus. That one looks pretty cool. Wow, a lot of tiny figures. Here we have our Dimetrodon. Here, whoa, stay. Here we have our Herrerasaurus, sorry, something fell. Herrerasaurus. We got Baby Bumpy, who's technically not a mini, but he's tiny. So, I'd count it as a mini. I just keep it in there with them. Ooh, this guy's pretty cool. I always loved how he looks, his red eyes. He's pretty rubbery too. I mean, look at that, it's a comb for your hair. Actually works pretty nicely. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, let's go with our Parasaurolophus here. Very shiny, fluorescent color. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. I do have one other Parasaurolophus. Which is this one, who's also pretty old. Dynamic duo. I also have another Iguanodon. This one's not the bluish gray one though. This one's like green, like a pear green. Here we have a Bumpy that's even tinier than the last. Still in an egg, just hatched. Here we have a Velociraptor ghost. Has a hair on him. Is that a hair? What is that? Don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's a bit of plastic. Here's a Velociraptor ghost. Pretty small too. As small as the Moros Intrepidus. Which is interesting color variant. We have another tiny one here. Blue, the whoa. I have to slow down. I was gonna ask you a trivia question. Do you guys know what dinosaur this is? You better, or else nothing happens. But still, you have to know this guy. Like, she's the main character of one of the main characters of Jurassic World. Obviously, she wasn't in Rebirth, but pretty big known figure. Blue, as big as ever, you know. Huge blue. I like the pose though, like, you know, like you're about to pounce. Sorry for that inconvenience. Here is Allosaurus, who does have some damage done to its side. That one also came in a 15-pack, I think. Here's our T-Rex. Wow, this one's cool. I always like this one. It's just like roaring beautifully. Pretty big, too. Here we have our Pteranodon, who's flying. Another Pteranodon, who's flying. What is this? Another Pteranodon, who's also flying. Let's see. Let's show you some of the vehicles. Here we have this gyrosphere that actually moves. It's pretty cool. Here we have this Jurassic Park Jeep Wrangler. Here we have, here we have this rescue helicopter, where there's this little lever thing that you kind of just push. It opens up. So, like, for example, if I wanted to get the Mosasaurus out of here, just leading into our next review, the Mosasaurus. probably my biggest minifigure I have. Huge figure. Here I have the Therizinosaurus. A Stegosaurus. This one's looking cool. I like the pattern on that one. Although I do have a Stegosaurus I like a little bit better, which is this one guy. I like it. He looks like a pine tree. Beautiful. Here we have Ankylosaurus, just a red one. Super cool. Here we have my favorite Ankylosaurus of mine. This is not bumpy. It's just like tealish color. One of my oldest. By the way, these all have the same sculpts. This next one too. Bumpy. See? Look. They're exactly the same, just different colors. We can move a little closer now. Let me move my light a little bit that way, up. In fact, I might even do that. Ooh, been a long time since I was able to do this with both arms. Here we have our beautiful dinosaur. Actually, a reptile here. I don't know why its teeth aren't painted. That's a little annoying. I just noticed that. But why'd they choose this coloration? Ooh. Here we have an Allosaurus. This one's like super bright blue, like Sonic blue. Whereas this one is a little bit more dull, dark. I prefer this one, personally. But that's my opinion. Both of them are cool. Here's another custom. I attempted the Jurassic World rebirth T-Rex. Like it? Yeah, you do. Here we have our oldest figure here, our Pachycephalosaurus. This guy's super cool. This one is, hold up, let me check. I don't know if this is Mattel, actually. It's definitely Jurassic World. Let's see. Hasbro. This one's a Hasbro figure. One of the loners. Here we have another Pteranodon who's flying. Yet another flying creature. And another flying creature. Oh wait, I forgot to say the names. This is a Quetzalcoatlus. Yeet. Here is Baryonyx Grim. Here is Baryonyx Limbo. And here is Baryonyx Chaos. Here is Baloo the Velociraptor. Oh no. For the trivia people, I just said your answer. So, now you know, it's a Velociraptor. Baloo. Here we have a Gallimimus. This one's pretty tiny as well. Speaking of tiny figures, Mapusaurus. Oh my goodness, how do I keep getting the camera? Here, let me move this real quick so Stay back there, sauropod. I forgot what that was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be a Dreadnoughtus, if I remember correctly. Let's camera view. There we go. Carnotaurus. The older Carnotaurus, I believe. Yeah. This one's pretty cool. Personally, I like this one better. And this one, which is Toro. Yep, has a scratch. Same sculpt. Different color, though. And Toro's horn is broken. The other one is not. Oh, that one went far. Here we have our JP3 Spinosaurus. This one's cool. Although it can't stand. Here we got our Ceratosaurus. Our Yangchuanosaurus. I like this one. It was my favorite dinosaur for a little bit. Our Tarbosaurus. Yeah. They call me, they call me the Mohawk. You wonder why, huh? Mohawk. Look at those teeth. Green. I like this figure too. Ooh, yeah, let's go with this one. This guy's cool. Was also my favorite dinosaur for quite a while. This one. Oh my goodness. I keep forgetting to say the names. Kentrosaurus. Yep. Look at those spikes. Sing, 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 sing. Yeah. Who are we gonna go with next? Who are we gonna go with next? Albertosaurus. Albertosaurus. I like this guy. I have the big form figure of this guy. We're coming down to our last few, let's see, 23 minutes. This is probably like a 25-minute video, about maybe 30. Here we have our beautiful Indoraptor and another Indoraptor, which is a lot bigger, more intimidating, and more in the shadows. This guy's rubbery and this guy's like not really rubbery. I just dropped him. Bucket. Ooh, got it. Ooh, here's our last couple. Concavenator. This one's cool and tiny. Here is one of our T-Rexes. More of a darker tone at the top for this guy. Here is another T-Rex. This one's pretty cool. This one's like mostly all light. Here is another T-Rex. This one's all green and has a white underbelly, so it's different. Oof, I landed that on its feet. Let's go with the long neck. Brachiosaurus. Beckelspinex. Yeah, I like this figure a lot. Let's see. Giga. This one is also very huge. Gigantic and intimidating. Let's see, let's go with doubles now. Here we have a Triceratops who's all brown and yeah, doesn't have any movement. Whereas this one, who's green, can actually move its head. Can move it side to side too. Yeah. We have this Camp Cretaceous Indominus Rex, who is super white and silver at the top, but it's not like the OG Indominus, who is quite literally clear. See right through it. Actually, it's pretty dirty right now. Here, let me clean him up. We'll see how clear he is then. Just real quickly. Some of this and that and pizzazz. Wow. What a difference. That made such a huge difference. Jeez. That is not sarcasm, by the way. Okay, let me put this back. Okay, he's about to be way more clear. Oh, I guess on my camera it's not too different, but he's super clear. I really like this one. My favorite Indominus. One of my favorite figures. Not this guy. He's alright, but he's like kind of weird. And last, but definitely not least, we have the Distortus Rex. This one is gigantic. He's huge. His mouth is big. He has 4 arms and 2 back legs and a chunky tail. Let me find Giga so we could compare, because Giga had a chunky tail. And I always remember thinking about it. Wow. Pretty thick tails here. Huge figure. This one's also really cool as well. Now I'm gonna have to put all of these back. Let me just put them all back so I have room on my table. I'll just slide them all in like this. Ooh. I can't miss a single one, because these guys are small, tiny, and easy to lose. Make sure to comment down below which one was your favorite mini and why it was your favorite mini. And even comment down below some questions if you want to ask any, like where did I get all of them? Where did I get specific ones? What packs did they come in? Everything like that. I actually have a pack here I could show you guys. Here's the Jurassic World new minis. Here's their packaging. Here's all the new ones you could get. Really want that T-Rex. And Spino, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. You don't have to like and subscribe, but it'd help out if you did, because I kind of need subscribers right now. Yeah, I'm just doing this for fun, man. Yeah, I guess. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.